everyone, it is Dr. Joyce Park, board certified dermatologist here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to review for you and react to a video of Kim Kardashian using all 9 products from her new skincare line, Skin, SKKN, however you pronounce that. I don't have the actual set of products in my hands yet, but I was told that it's coming. So today's video, since this will be a 2-part video, today's video will focus on my reaction to her using all 9 products and also doing a little bit of a look into the ingredients in each of those 9 products. And then once I actually get my hands on that full set, then I will of course do another deeper dive, demonstrating the products, the textures, going over the science of the ingredients, letting you know the real deal and spilling the tea all about the products. So let's get started with part 1. As some of you may know, Kim Kardashian has psoriasis. Psoriasis is an autoimmune skin condition where your immune system is attacking certain things in your skin. It causes these red, flaky, really scaly, almost kind of silvery scaly patches and plaques. And these can appear all over the body, most commonly on the scalp, anywhere on the elbows, the knees, so your extensor surfaces. They can also cause changes in your nails. They can also appear in the skin folds in a type of psoriasis called inverse psoriasis. That's more like in your armpits and your groin area. These plaques can be extremely itchy. They can bleed when you scratch them. They can definitely get infected by all of the scratching, causing micro tears in the surface of the skin. And it can be very, very difficult to live with. Now, we have a lot of great medications, both topicals, orals, and injectables like biologics that we have at our disposal to help treat psoriasis. I would hope that Kim Kardashian is getting proper treatment for her psoriasis with a dermatologist. Now, Kim mentioned that kind of the inspiration behind her starting a skincare line is because she has lived with psoriasis and she has figured out a way to have healthy skin. And so she created this 9-step regimen. And now I, of course, as a dermatologist want to say that you do not need a very expensive hundreds of dollars worth of skincare in order to treat your psoriasis. Your psoriasis can be very well managed with prescription medications from me or your dermatologist, as well as a very basic skincare routine that does moisturizer and sunscreen and a cleanser. To be totally honest with you, no one needs a 9-step skincare routine, but just for the sake of fun, let's just go through this whole routine.
Okay, so I'm gonna wash my face. I have so much makeup on. This is like a typical work day.
This is just a side note. When I think about celebs launching skincare lines, there's celebs that I think of as being more fresh-faced and bare-faced more often, and then there's celebs that I think of that are always covered up and heavily filtered on social media, and it makes me wonder what those celebrities' skin really look like because it's always covered up. So I guess we'll see.
We're just gonna show how we use the products. So I don't know why I have like a pattern. I always just like start on my forehead and I do one side of my face.
I'm not sure exactly what she's using to cleanse her face and take her makeup off right now. It looks like some type of makeup wipe, which is not a part of her skincare launch. Now, makeup wipes are really controversial. I know a lot of YouTubers and even dermatologists who say, no, you can never use a makeup wipe because it's bad for the skin, it's bad for the environment. Now, I have a slightly different take. I think occasional use of makeup wipes are totally fine, especially if you're traveling, so it's hard for you to bring your typical oil-based cleanser to do your double cleanse. If you're using a biodegradable makeup wipe, I think that's totally fine. And if you are using a makeup wipe very gently, so you're not like using harsh motions to really tug on your face, causing more irritation and sensitivity, causing more redness, I think that's fine too. And then most importantly, if you're using a makeup wipe to do your first cleanse and then following that up with a cleanser, then I'm less worried about you reacting poorly to ingredients in the makeup wipe, like preservatives or alcohol or fragrance. If you are simply using the makeup wipe as your end-all and be-all cleanser, then that's a no-no, right? Because the makeup wipe is A, it's not gonna do the job thoroughly enough to remove all your makeup, and B, a lot of the ingredients that people complain about that are in the makeup wipe are still going to remain on your face since you're not doing a thorough cleanse afterwards. Bottom line, I'm okay with occasional makeup wipe use as long as you're using it in the ways that I described.
And I love like a light foamy.
She's moved on to the cleanser. That was really quick. Like maybe it was just for the purposes of the video, but she basically just squirted a couple pumps of cleanser, washed her cheeks, and that was pretty much it. So hopefully she does a more thorough cleanse than that normally. You know, it seems like she started with a makeup wipe and then moved right onto her water-based cleanser. I typically will say if you're wearing a ton of makeup like Kim Kardashian usually is, I would start with an oil-based cleanser, like a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil. That'll help dissolve all of your sunscreens, your makeup, and then follow that up with a water-based cleanser, which is then going to take away any dirt and grime, any of that remaining makeup, and also kind of cleanse away some of that cleansing oil from your skin as well. This cleanser is basically a very light foaming cleanser, and it contains glycerin, which is a humectant, helping to attract and hold water in the skin, as well as aloe vera, which is a kind of soothing anti-inflammatory ingredient. I think this cleanser looks very basic. I think it'll get the job done. This cleanser is also $43. Now, cleansers are one category of skincare products that I generally say do not splurge. This is a place that you could save your money because the cleanser is only on your face for a minute, probably less, and then you're washing it off and moving on. So with leave-on products, I would advocate for spending more money, but real quick wash-off products, I generally say that's an area to save money. So $43 is very pricey, in my opinion, for a cleanser.
Now, I am makeup free, totally.
I like that she says she's makeup free totally. If you were to ask me if she truly is makeup free, I definitely see some hyperpigmentation and redness around her eyes. However, I just want to remind you that you can still definitely use a filter on videos, so I wouldn't be surprised if she has a filter on her video just to accentuate her skin and how flawless it looks.
So now I want to like dampen my skin a little bit, and I'm going to use the scrub. I just kind of rub it around. Just because I feel like I just had an extra long day with lots of makeup and working. Kind of like to wet the washcloth. Just kind of rub it all off because this, I feel like this exfoliates it all. Also, it's like an extra layer of exfoliation.
So Kim Kardashian just did her exfoliation step, and her exfoliant here actually comes with grapeseed oil, pomegranate enzyme, pumpkin enzyme, and round mineral grains. So this is what is classified as a physical exfoliant. Think of chemical exfoliants, which are like your AHAs and your BHAs, like lactic acid, glycolic acid, and salicylic acid. And then in another category, you have your physical exfoliants, which are like walnut shell particles, like what's in Kylie's skin, which got a lot of bad press. Apricot scrubs like St. Ives, which also has been all over TikTok. This exfoliant by Kim Kardashian also falls in the physical exfoliant category, which I'm kind of surprised that she would choose a physical exfoliant given all the backlash that occurred over Kylie's skin. So I can't say that I'm a huge fan of this exfoliating product, just being honest. Now she's gonna go on with her toner.
We're gonna start with the toner because you saw me cleanse my face and use the scrub. And now we're gonna use a toner.
As you noticed, I'm using this press-release motion. My very first instructor told me to treat muscle like a dough and skin like a sponge. When you press, the skin microscopically opens. When you release, the skin grasps whatever is on the surface. So then it's great that press.
I've never
kind of
heard of the skin opening.
That's one option.
With massage to take in what's on the surface. Okay, real quick, let's talk about toners. Toners also fall in that category of skincare that I would say you can skip. I think toners are very much optional. So toners used to be formulated because the pH of your skin would get all messed up and become more basic after using soap. So fast forward decades, and now our cleansers are formulated to be very elegant so that they no longer, mess up the pH of your skin, and you no longer need a toner to kind of reset that acid-base balance of your skin. Nowadays, I recommend toner. Basically, if you need to add another very important step in your routine, add a special ingredient that you can't find in any other part of your routine. So in Kim Kardashian's line, her toner contains witch hazel, which is anti-inflammatory, but it can also be very drying, glycerin, which is a humectant, niacinamide, which is an antioxidant and can help with inflammation and also acne, and then fruit extracts. She has pineapple extract, lemon lemon extract, orange, and papaya extract. She also has, wow, this toner has a lot of stuff. She also has AHAs, lactic acid and glycolic acid, as well as in the very, very last slot of her ingredient list, meaning it has the least percentage of her ingredients, salicylic acid, which is a beta hydroxy acid, which is good for oily skin, and that can help exfoliate and also help a little bit with acne and unclogging your pores. So there's a lot to unpack here in the toner. I would say in this case, I haven't tried it yet, but this toner seems to have a lot of great ingredients like niacinamide, AHAs, and BHAs. I don't know why she had to have the fruit extracts in there as well, maybe just for extra exfoliation, just to make it fancy. She does have some glycerin, which can help counteract the drying effects of the witch hazel and the alcohol. So in this case, I would say if for some reason you need extra exfoliating on top of the exfoliant product, or if you don't buy the exfoliant product for whatever reason, then you can use this toner. But in my humble opinion, I think it is a little bit of an overkill to have such an exfoliating toner and also an exfoliant. You guys know I'm a dermatologist, so I would opt for a retinol or a retinoid over any of these toners or exfoliants that are part of this line. But if for some reason, if you cannot tolerate retinol, if you cannot tolerate retinoid, maybe you're pregnant and so you can't use a retinol or a retinoid, you know, I would say this toner is a good alternative option, but I would not use it on the same night as the exfoliant because that's just way too much exfoliating. Just my 2 cents.
We're gonna do hyaluronic acid. That's what's gonna open all our channels. The small molecular weight of hyaluronic acid, that's what's gonna penetrate the fastest, lasts also long in the skin.
So is this the small molecules mixed with the large?
This hyaluronic acid has small molecular weight and a large molecular weight.
You guys, the scent of this?
So it's scented.
Yes, so our hyaluronic acid has like a rose essence in it, so it's all natural, not like a perfume in it.
Okay, Kim, so just because the scent of the rose essence is natural, that doesn't mean that people won't react to it. I typically think that if you have a problem with fragrance, don't use fragrance products. I don't have a problem with fragrance. I don't get rashes. I don't get allergies. So I like fragranced skincare. I think it's a part of the experience and it personally makes me really happy. So I like fragranced skincare. Now, what she's mentioning about the 2 weights of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid, as you guys know, is a humectant. Hyaluronic acid helps to bind water, helps to draw water in, retain water, and we lose levels of that as we age. I really like using hyaluronic acid in serums and moisturizers to just help your skin get as much water as it can. Hyaluronic acid comes in different molecular weights, which is measured in kilodaltons, and I don't know exactly what the kilodalton size of Kim Kardashian's product is, but she mentions that it comes with a small molecular weight and a large molecular weight. So with the small molecular weight, you can think that because of the smaller size, it can penetrate more deeply into the epidermis, which is still the top layer of the skin, whereas the larger molecular weight hyaluronic acid kind of sits on top of the skin. It doesn't penetrate the epidermis, and it kind of works faster to help you draw more benefits from your products and from your environment. And so the 2 molecular weights of hyaluronic acid do help to work synergistically to give you a more moisturized and hydrated skin surface, and then also have some longer term lasting effects penetrating deeper into the epidermis as well. I think it's clever that they use 2 molecular weights, and I would be curious to test this product out.
You like to use your vitamin C at night, right?
Mm-hmm. I use it in the day too, should you not?
If there is an alcohol form of vitamin A, then I would avoid it. Then I would stick to glow oil, for instance, because it also has vitamin C. I would stick to that.
To be honest with you, I don't know exactly which vitamin C product she's using right now. She has 2 products with vitamin C in it. She has the vitamin C8 serum, which contains 9% ethyl ascorbic acid, and she also contains the oil drops, which contains my preferred form of vitamin C, which is THD, tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate. I'm not really sure which product she's using right now. I typically say to use vitamin C in the morning, and then you want to use your vitamin A or retinoid at night. And the vitamin C is preferred for me in the mornings because it has powerful antioxidant properties. It helps to neutralize that free radical damage from the sun. So you can think of it as working hard all throughout the day. And you can also think of it as you drink your orange juice in the morning, so you put your vitamin C on in the morning, if that makes sense.
Sometimes I mix my night oil with my moisturizer.
I think now she's putting on the night oil.
I know.
Okay, that was a real quick, just a couple steps and pats with the night oil, but basically, again, I'm not completely sure if she's using the oil drops, which contains the vitamin C and squalane, or if she's using the straight up night oil, which is a blend of 14 botanical oils. Either way, I'll review those for you when I get them.
I love our eye cream because it's thin.
I do too. Thin but very comforting.
Yeah, but if you want to put makeup on over a thick eye cream, it like pills and
brands and all the other stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so Kim Kardashian's eye cream is supposed to be a little bit of a thinner consistency, which I like. I mean, it is a very sensitive area, and if you're prone to milia, you want something that's not too thick. This is why I say don't slug around your eyes or don't use petrolatum-based products around your eyes if you're prone to milia. So I'm looking forward to trying this eye cream. It also has shea butter. It also has a blend of 3 peptides. It also contains bisabolol, which is a German chamomile derived scent. Now we'll have to see whether that is irritating or not for people with sensitive skin, because the eyelid skin does tend to be more sensitive. The eye cream also contains hyaluronic acid. So again, we see that star ingredient, and it also contains glycerin, which is a humectant. So that'll also help to hydrate the skin around there as well. Now, typically in eye creams, I do like to see more of an active ingredient. I mean, this one has peptides, which I think is great, but if you're looking for something to treat dark circles, you might want to look for something with more brightening agents, kojic acid or vitamin C. You might want to look for caffeine to help constrict those blood vessels under your eyes, which can lead to that bluish tint. There are other products that I like to see around the eyes. I also like to see retinol around the eyes, typically just to help with rejuvenation of that eye skin. So I'm not seeing any of my typical superstar ingredients that I like to see in eye creams, but this one does contain peptides and hyaluronic acid and glycerin and lots of other great stuff. So I will let you guys know how that feels when I get my hands on it.
And always eye cream before moisturizer. Many people make this mistake of applying eye cream at the end.
I used to always do that.
No.
Yeah.
But you're a great student.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you create barrier when you apply your final moisturizer. Usually it's thicker than your eye cream,
like the
and then eye cream does not penetrate.
Yeah.
In terms of order of applying eye cream and face cream, I personally don't think it really matters. I put eye cream on around the eyes, and then I do not put on my facial moisturizer on top of that as well, because I'm worried about developing milia and just occluding that area too much. So if you're not overlapping the products, I think it's fine to apply them in whichever order you so choose.
Here we go.
The slapping motions. I think that's meant just to increase blood flow to the face. So you get, like she mentioned, some more oxygen. You may also get some redness and irritation, so you want to be careful with that. All right, so they finished up with application of the face cream, which they call a retinol-like product because it has alfalfa complex in it. The face cream also has squalene and shea butter, as well as a postbiotic to help you repair your skin barrier. I am, of course, a little bit skeptical of alfalfa complex and any other retinol, plant-based retinol alternatives, just because retinol and retinoids are so well studied. We have so much evidence for how they work that I'm like, why should we try for an alternative? Now, I understand some people may not be able to tolerate retinol or retinoids if it's too harsh, too strong. Your skin can be red, peeling, a little bit irritated. Then I would say she also has a lot of other exfoliants in her line, so you maybe don't need the extra exfoliation of a retinol or retinoid like alfalfa complex in this cream. Like, I would have been happy if this face cream did not contain any type of retinoid alternative and just have people use retinoid on the side. Retinoid or retinol should be the star of your nighttime skincare routine, so I would not recommend putting it in a face cream. I would recommend just using it on its own. And I will link some of my favorite retinoid products down below. So overall, this was really interesting for me to watch and also entertaining. I think Kim Kardashian is brilliant, obviously amazing at marketing, and I am really curious to see what her line is going to be like. Overall, just right off the bat, I've already told you guys I don't think you need 9 steps in your skincare routine. I like to break it down into the basics, and going through the ingredients, I definitely noticed a few that were really great, but also a few that made me kind of scratch my head and go, I would replace that with something else. So once I actually get my hands on the product, I'm gonna do another video for you all, reviewing the textures, the ingredients, telling you how things feel on my skin, and of course, just giving you my honest, unsponsored, truthful opinion. So until I get my hands on the line, you guys can just start thinking about a couple of the things that I've said. I don't know if any of you have tried it yet. I'd love to know. Share your experiences in the comments. And as usual, don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to my channel because you know that part 2 of the Kim Kardashian skincare line is going to be dropping soon. Until then, I will keep up with you on social media and see you next time. Bye.